Welcome to our June 2020 accounting news. In this accounting news, we have 5 key sections. First of all, we look at what's new for 30 June 2020 financial reporting season. Secondly, we look at COVID-19 and the impact on 30 June 2020 financial statements. In the third section, we look at Australian developments. In the fourth section, we look at international developments. And finally, we've introduced a section for natural resources. So let's go back to the very first one. What's new for 30 June 2020? We start with an article on the 10 things to remember when you prepare your 30 June financial statements. We also look at the ability of listed entities to lodge unaudited Appendix 4Es with the ASX, and we look at questions directors should be asking when they review and finalise their 30 June financial statements. In the section on the impact of COVID-19 on 30 June financial statements, we start off by providing a number of worked examples on how to account for rent concessions. We also continue our discussion around accounting for the various government stimulus measures. And this time we focus on the initial and additional cash flow boost. We also look at disclosures around the impact of COVID-19, and in particular a focus on the various disclosures that really should not be allowed in the profit and loss. We also have a final article in that section where we look at the impact of COVID-19 on revenue recognition, share-based payments, and termination benefits. In our Australian developments section, we focus on the additional disclosures around auditors' remuneration. And in the international section, we focus on the new e-learning that we've just released around the recent IFRIC agenda decisions. And then in the final section around natural resources, 2 of our partners in Perth, Wayne Basford and Susan Oldmeadow, all have been really busy. They have recorded 2 webinars around the impact of COVID-19 on the financial statements of entities within natural resources. They've also recorded a podcast, and Wayne prepared an article on the questions directors should be asking when they review the financial statements of these mining entities. We hope you enjoy reading this newsletter and that there's a few thought-provoking ideas going into silly season.